15 mistakes you should never make when driving an automatic, plus a special tip to protect your transmission. Think automatics can handle everything? Think again. Today we'll explore 15 things you should never do with an automatic, along with a special tip to extend the life of your transmission fluid. 1. Don't run low on fuel. Your car's fuel pump needs fuel to cool it. When the fuel tank is low, the fuel pump is at risk of overheating, leading to damage and significant repair costs. Furthermore, low fuel can stir up debris from the bottom of the tank, clogging the fuel filter and affecting engine performance. Always keep at least a quarter tank of fuel to avoid these risks. 2. Don't put the car in neutral while driving. Many people think that shifting into neutral N when going downhill will help save fuel. But the truth is, modern cars automatically cut off fuel when decelerating, so leaving it in neutral doesn't save gas and can cause you to lose control of the car, especially in an emergency. In addition, leaving it in neutral makes you use the brakes more, leading to faster brake wear. 3. Avoid driving through deep water. The transmission has vents to relieve pressure, but if water gets in, it can mix with the transmission fluid, forming a dangerous mixture that can damage internal components. After just a few hours, the transmission can malfunction and slip, causing you to spend a lot of money on repairs. So if possible, avoid driving through deep water. 4. Don't keep the car in D at a red light for too long. Many people have the habit of keeping the car in D at a red light, but this causes the transmission to continue working, generating heat and putting pressure on the transmission system. In hot weather, transmission fluid can rise to 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, in just a few minutes. Shifting to neutral N at long stoplights will help reduce heat and prolong transmission life. 5. Don't skip warming up your transmission in cold weather. In cold weather, transmission fluid thickens and flows more slowly, making shifting less smooth and increasing stress on the transmission system. If your car is parked outside overnight, let the engine run for 30 seconds to 1 minute before driving to allow better transmission fluid circulation. 6. Don't rest your hand on the gear shift. Many people have the habit of resting their hand on the gear shift, but this can put unnecessary pressure on internal components, causing the transmission to wear out faster. Make sure to only touch the gear shift when you really need to change gears to avoid unnecessary damage. 7. Don't ignore dashboard warning. Warning lights like check engine, transmission temperature, oil pressure, or battery warning should never be ignored. These are early warning signs that help you detect and handle serious problems before they cause major damage. If the light is on, get it checked immediately to avoid costly repairs later. 8. Not turning off the engine before shifting into park. Some drivers have a habit of turning off the engine before shifting into park, but this can damage the transmission over time. Modern cars have a mechanism to prevent starting before shifting into park, but if you turn off the engine before shifting into park, the transmission lockup system may be under unnecessary stress. Simple rule: always shift into park first, then turn off the engine. 9. Stepping all the way down on the gas when the car is stationary. Pressing the gas pedal hard when the car is completely stopped, for example at a green light, will create a big shock to the engine and transmission when you release the brake. This not only wears out important parts quickly, but also wastes a lot of fuel. To make your car last longer, accelerate gradually instead of bunny booming. 10. Shifting into park when the car is not completely stopped. Shifting into park when the car is still moving is a perfect recipe for damaging the transmission. The parking pin inside the transmission is not designed to stop a rolling car, and if you do this often, it can wear out or break, causing the car to roll even when you think it's locked. Always come to a complete stop before putting the car in P to avoid expensive damage. 11. Skip the transmission fluid change. Don't believe in transmission fluid for life. No fluid lasts forever. Transmission fluid loses its lubricating and cooling properties over time. If it turns brown or smells burnt, it's time for a change. Most manufacturers recommend changing the fluid every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. Don't let it slide, or your transmission will pay the price. 12. Don't use the parking brake when parking. The parking pin inside the transmission isn't strong enough to hold the entire weight of the car, especially when parked on a slope. If you don't apply the parking brake, the pin will take all the force, causing rapid wear and possible breakage. Get into the habit of pulling the parking brake first, then shifting to P. This will help your transmission last longer. 13. Leaving the engine running when idling for too long. Leaving the car idling for long periods of time is not only a waste of fuel, but also harmful. In diesel engines, unburned fuel can mix with the lubricating oil, reducing the quality of the oil. In gasoline engines, it causes unnecessary fuel consumption. If you have to wait more than 60 seconds, turn the engine off to save fuel and protect the engine. 14. Shifting while the car is moving. Shifting from drive to reverse, or vice versa, when the car has not come to a complete stop, can damage the gears inside the transmission. Modern cars have protection systems, but overuse can still cause transmission wear over time. The golden rule: always come to a complete stop before shifting. 15. Hit the gas hard when stuck in snow or mud. Rapidly spinning your wheels in snow won't help you get out of a jam. It can overheat your transmission. Instead of hitting the gas hard, try gently rock your car by shifting between drive and reverse. Grow traction by spreading sand, dirt, or car mats under your tires. Use low gear L if your car has four-wheel drive. Scoop snow or mud around your tires to reduce drag. Be patient, and you'll be able to get out of a sticky situation without damaging your transmission. Bonus tip: avoid parking in direct sunlight. Not only can UV rays fade paint and crack leather seats, they can also damage transmission seals and cause transmission fluid to degrade faster. If possible, park in the shade or use a windshield shade to protect your interior and transmission. Are you making these mistakes? Have you ever seen someone accidentally destroy their transmission because of these mistakes? Share your story in the comments below. Don't miss our next video. Subscribe now to keep your car running smoothly and avoid costly repairs. Thanks for reading. Drive smart.